Good morning, fellow clay slayers. Oh dear, cold again, isn't it? Flemish Bond Corners. I don't really do things like this, but I was watching a video the other day on TikTok. It was HRP builders and landscapers, and the fella was setting out some Flemish Bond and that. And it's a lovely job, nothing wrong with his work at all. In fact, it was very good. But it was the comments. I looked at the comments, and there was like apprentices and people left college said they'd never been taught Flemish Bond at college. That's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, it's the second most popular bond in this country. You know, we have half bond and then Flemish Bond, where, you know, prestige houses are built in it, or you're matching up with an extension, you know, something like that. So why they don't teach that at college is beyond me. I'd just like to take a minute just to explain how to set these corners out properly, because they are not badly done wrong, but they're not perfect most of the time, and I'll show you why. A lot of people talking about queen closures. Right, that is a queen closure. I'll cut that out of a flit, easy to cut of them. And that is a quarter bat. So we know it's header closure, stretcher header, that's how it goes. Now, a brick's 102.5, we're talking millimetres here, I know, but it doesn't make a lot of difference. A brick is 102.5 millimetres wide, so half of that is 51.25, right? So that's your closure. It's too big. It's too big to set out. You're going to push your bond over 5mm. Might not sound a lot, but it can do, especially with certain bricks. Normally we do the quarter bat and 46.25, but we call it 47mm, and let me explain why. If you look here, this is not my work, there's nothing wrong with it really, it's just this. So the header and the closure, which I don't know what it is, to be quite honest, 53ish, 54ish, so it's a proper queen closure really. But see the lap, see how much lap we got there, then how much lap we got there. The bond is well forward, then you've got to pull it back. So a queen closure cut properly is too big. You have to do a quarter bat. Now, bricks are all different sizes, as we know. Now, how the proper way to set this up is, you got your header there, this header here, mark the centre of it, like so, and then mark the centre of your stretcher, okay, and then put it on top, there. And all you got to do, let me tape it. So these bricks here aren't actually 102, they're 100, but I know it's a bit less really, see? So if you cut it at 47, it would be a bit small. So you just measure that there. And we got, let's call that 70mm. Take 20mm off of that. Okay, and then you got a 50mm closer. And that's how you do it. Get it right, and that gives you your equal laps. Let's put this back in. There you go, and that's perfect then. Flemish Bond. Does come from Holland, comes from the Netherlands, flumps for the bund they call it, but it came more from Belgium originally, from the lowlands in the middle of the 1500s, 1560 something, I can't remember now. It was the 80-year war where Spain invaded the lowlands, and Spain were Protestants, were Catholics rather, Spain were Catholics, and the Flemish speaking people in the area were Protestants. And they moved, as the Spain invaded, the Protestants moved into more northern parts of the land, into what we call the Netherlands, now Holland, you know, towards Amsterdam, Rotterdam, what have you, and they brought the bond with them. And strangely enough, if you go to Holland, I mean, I suppose a lot of you have been to Amsterdam, when they do Flemish Bond there, and they obviously do a lot of it, they don't do header closer. It's a 3/4, always a 3/4. So how that changed from 3/4, and then when it came to the UK or to England, header closer, God only knows. Because it was brought over by Flemish bricklayers. So yeah, I suppose we'll never know the answer to that one. But yeah, that's how to set it out. Let's just go over it again. Find the middle of the header, find the middle of the stretcher, plonk them on top, measure that gap. Take 20mm off, and that's your proper closer, what you want.